No joke, I'm not lying, not over exaggerating. I literally spent the entire day watching all of 2016's comic book cinematic movies, or superhero cinematic movies I should say. But my reasoning for doing this is so that I can make this video where I'll be ranking all of those movies. So let's get straight into it.
Y'all jokers must be crazy.
I'm not just one of your many toys. What?
Don't get me wrong, Suicide Squad I really liked. I rated it an 8.5 or so when I first watched it, but I watched it and I kind of liked it a little less. Best characters in Suicide Squad were by far Amanda Waller, Deadshot and Harley Quinn. The rest, and the most disappointing aspect of that movie was the Joker. Nah, very disappointing in that. That's why Suicide Squad is so low on my list.
Forget everything you think you know.
Number 5, X-Men Apocalypse. Like Suicide Squad, I really enjoyed the movie when I first saw it. I gave it a 9 out of 10 when I first saw it. I watched it again, a bit less now, a bit less. I feel that they could have used Apocalypse a whole lot better than they did in this movie. And I thought that when we first watched the trailers, I thought Apocalypse was actually mind controlling his 4 horsemen, but apparently not. Like, you don't understand why the likes of Storm, Psylocke join his team just because he gave them powers, just because he altered their powers or their appearance or whatever. My favorite parts of the movie were by far the Quicksilver save scene where he saved everyone from the X-Mansion, and the part where Magneto's family died. That scene was very touching, one of the best scenes in the entire X-Men franchise in my opinion. It was that good. My number 4 is Doctor Strange.
Looking for you.
I liked what I saw. It was okay, not the best movie in the world. Like many people are saying, this is the best comic book movie in the last few years or so. Definitely not. I can name like 10 movies better than Doctor Strange, but nevertheless it was still a good movie. I thought it was kind of like a remake of Iron Man in some way. It is basically Iron Man but with magic, because Doctor Strange and Tony Stark, they're kind of similar, but yet they are different in a way, if you know what I mean. I hated Caecilius. I didn't like that villain at all. I hated the look of Dormammu. Hopefully they can improve on him whenever we next see him, but overall the movie was decent. It was good. Like I said, not my favorite. So moving on to number 3 is Batman v Superman, the Ultimate Edition. I was going to put this as number 2, but I'm not too sure.
We're gonna go to war. That son of a bitch brought the war to us.
This movie is a completely different movie from the one we saw in the cinematic version. Obviously it's the same footage, just an extra 30 minutes added on top of that, and that made the movie a whole lot stronger. That's why it's so high up on this list, and that's why I was considering putting it in my number 2 spot, but I decided to go with 3 because I really like number 2 and number 1. The extra 30 minutes that was added to the movie, it wasn't all action. No, it was just dialogue that connected disjointed scenes that we saw in the cinematic version. That's why I really like this, because those scenes strengthened the movie. Those scenes got rid of some of the plot holes that we noticed in the cinematic version. Not all of them. There was still a few plot holes. There was still a few problems, but yeah, it's very good. That's why it's number 3 on my list. So now we move on to number 2.
You're probably thinking this was a superhero movie, but that guy in the suit just turned that other guy into a fucking kebab. Surprise! This is a different kind of superhero story.
To tell it right, we gotta take you back before I squeeze this ass into spandex.
Deadpool was amazing. Deadpool was funny. Deadpool was unique. It was different. It was so much more. Wow. Ryan Reynolds was born to play Deadpool. Like, I feel that when the writers were creating the character Deadpool, they were thinking of Ryan Reynolds. That's how I feel while I was watching Deadpool. I can't think of anyone else. So Deadpool is my second favorite comic book movie of 2016. Number one.
Sit down. Final warning. I could do this all day.
Many people don't think that it's the best comic book movie. That's their opinion. My opinion that this is the best comic book movie, and Dark Knight is the best movie that just happens to involve superheroes in it. You know what I mean? So this movie was phenomenal. I can't believe it. I was so excited for this movie, and it delivered and it exceeded on my expectations, I should say. Wow, they balanced all these characters in one movie, and in my opinion, it was a Captain America movie. It did feel like a Captain America movie because the movie was centered around him. It wasn't really centered around any of the other Avengers. Of course, Iron Man played a big part in that, but I felt that Steve was the main character. And the addition of Spider-Man, my favorite hero of all time, that also helped. Black Panther was good as well. The way he was introduced into the MCU, I like that. I really do like that. So what are your guys' top 7 comic book movies of 2016? Do you agree with me? Do you agree with this list? How would you arrange them in your opinion? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Share this video with your friends. Like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys later for more videos.